Every second of every day, you are surrounded by an invisible ocean of waves. They carry voices, pictures, and data through the air, across the planet, and into your hands. They are the lifeblood of our modern world. And yet, less than 150 years ago, their existence was purely theoretical. This is the story of the man who reached into the void and proved this invisible world was real, Heinrich Hertz. Born in Hamburg in 1857, Hertz was a gifted student, but his true genius lay in his hands, an experimental approach to physics. At the time, the greatest puzzle in science was James Clerk Maxwell's theory of electromagnetism. Maxwell's beautiful equations predicted the existence of invisible waves that traveled at the speed of light, but for nearly 2 decades, no one had been able to prove they actually existed. In the 1880s, Hertz took up the challenge. In a simple laboratory at the University of Karlsruhe, he constructed a brilliantly crude device, a spark gap transmitter. When he sent a high-voltage charge across a small gap, it created a spark. According to Maxwell, this spark should radiate electromagnetic waves. The real challenge was detecting them. For this, Hertz built an even simpler device, a loop of wire with a tiny gap. He placed it on the other side of the lab. Then came the moment of truth. As a spark jumped across the transmitter, a much smaller, fainter spark jumped across the gap in his detector loop. It was a phantom echo, a signal that had traveled invisibly across the room. He had just seen an electromagnetic wave. For the next few years, Hertz worked tirelessly, proving that these waves were not just a curiosity, but a new form of light. He showed they could be reflected by a sheet of metal, refracted through a large prism made of pitch, and that their speed was indeed the speed of light. He had single-handedly confirmed Maxwell's theory and opened a new chapter in physics. Yet, in one of history's greatest ironies, Hertz saw no practical use for his discovery. When asked about the applications of his waves, he famously replied, "It's of no use whatsoever. It's just an experiment that proves Maestro Maxwell was right." Tragically, he would never see the world he had unleashed. Hertz died in 1894 at the age of just 36 from a rare disease. Within a year, Guglielmo Marconi would begin using Hertz's waves to send the first radio signals. Today, the very frequency of all waves from radio to Wi-Fi to your microwave ovens measured in Hertz, a permanent tribute to the Prinum man who first revealed the invisible electromagnetic spectrum that powers our world.